Let's learn about Redis Set Command. So Redis Set Command actually does nothing but stores the unordered collection of values. As the name suggests, they have they have unique values and they are unordered. So they have only unique values and they give very fast operations like adding values, removing values, and checking whether the members are present in the set or not. You can also perform math operations like union, intersection, and difference. We'll see this using the commands. So what are the common use cases where sets are used for storing, let's say, unique visitors, or storing the user interest, or storing some backlist or whitelist values? So let us check all the set commands. So these are the list of sets commands which we are going to look at. Okay, so let us go to Redis CLI and explore these options. Okay, to add directly into a set, we have command like sadd. Okay, so let's take a key as nums, and here we'll add some values. Let's add some duplicate values as well. 3, 3, 4, and 5, something like that. Okay, so 6, 7, 7. Okay, so we have, if you see, we have added so many values, but the added values are only here are 7. So how to check the values present in the set using set members? And we mentioned what is the key here. Okay, so this is the key. Yes, if you see here, even though we added the duplicate values of 2 and 3 and 7, they have only taken the unique values here. Okay, and other thing is, let's say we want to check if the values present in the set or not. So for that we can use something called isMember. Let's say if you want to check if 4 is present or not. So it is going to give 1, which means it is present. Let's say give one more value, let's say 100, and it's going to give a 0 value. If we want to remove an element from the set, we can use SREM numbers. Let's say we want to remove, let's say 7. Okay, let us check out the set once again using SMEMBERS. And you can see the number 7 is deleted from here. You can also pop an element from the set, but it will just pop the random element from the set. So for example, I'm using spop nums. If you see 5 is being popped, so it randomly pops any element from the set. You can pop more than 2 elements as well. For example, let's say I want to pop 2 more elements here. It is going to pop 4 and 1 from here. So let us check the members now. You can see, so we can see you can have only 2, 3, and 6. Okay, let us explore the union difference operations here, set operations here. So let us create 2 more sets. Okay, let's say I'm using nums1. Here I'm having values like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, till 6, and I'm taking one more set here, nums2. Let's say I'm taking only even numbers here. Now you can also find what is the union between these two sets using yes union. Okay, and you have to mention what is the key, num1 and num2. Nums2. Okay. You see, it is going to combine the values between these two sets, and it is going to remove any kind of duplicates. So any overlapping values would be considered as a single value, and we see it is having all the values as a union. Now let's say we want to find the difference, that is the common values between these two sets. You can do using inter, and you can mention nums1 and nums2. You see 2, 4 and 6 are only the common values between these two sets. On similar lines, we can also use something called as sdef. Okay, now what it will do here is, so it is only going to take values from the first set, okay, which is not present in nums2. So here if you see this 1, 3 and 5 is not present in nums2. It's the difference between this set and this set. You can reverse it also, like nums2 and nums1. You see we have 8 and 10. 8 and 10 is the only unique elements present in nums2 which is not present in nums1. You can also store the values like using sunion store. Okay, here let's say I'm taking this in the set nums1 and nums2. If you see the union which we got, you can store it in a separate set in this way. As union store, you store it in a result set. So let us check out what is the result here. The result is nothing but the union of both the sets here. There is one more option called as random member. Or probably you can take nums1 here. So what it is going to give you is a random number from that specific set. Let's say as member numbers. So it is having values from 1 to 6. Let's say you want a random number from here. So for that purpose, we can use a random number. So it is going to give a random element randomly from that set. If you want more than one element, you can mention how many elements you want. Let's say it's going to give the elements like 2, 4 and 1 from this specific set. So let us revise what we have learned here. Okay. So for adding, we are using sadd. It is going to add only the unique numbers here. To checking the elements, all the elements in the specific set, we are going to use SMEMBERS here. To check if a number is present there or not, we are going to use SMEMBER. If you want to remove a certain element from the list, you are going to be using SREM. If you want to pop a random element, we are using spop here. If you want to pop more elements, you mention that count here. On similar lines, if you want to find a union of these two sets, you can use yes union. Common elements between the two sets, you use sinter. Unique elements in the given set, use difference. And if you, let's say, you want to store the result of the union, you can use union store. And also, if you want to get a random number from a set, you can use it as rand member. If you want more elements, more random values from a given set, you can just specify the count this way.